Hi class, in this video we are going to discuss the last transformation for the graph of exponential function. To start, let's have our example number 4. Let's sketch the graph of y is equal to 2 raised to x minus 2 and y is equal to 2 raised to x plus 4. So obviously from our form y is equal to f of x or y is equal to b raised to x, obviously, you can see that there is a change particularly sa ating exponent. So, nagkaroon tayo ng c. So, x minus c. For this case, nagkaroon tayo ng minus 2 at plus 4. So, first, let's complete our table and solve for the y coordinates for each functions. Let's start with y is equal to 2 raised to x minus 2. So, what we're going to do is simply substitute the values of our x from our table to our function. So, we have y is equal to 2 raised to negative 3 minus 2, and 2 raised to negative 3 is equal to 2 raised to negative 5. So, 2 raised to negative 5, get the reciprocal, that is 1 over 32. Or in decimal points, that is 0.031. Next, y is equal to 2 raised to negative 2 minus 2. And 2 raised to negative 2 is equal to 2 raised to negative 4. And 2 raised to negative 4, get the reciprocal of 2 raised to negative 4. So, that is 1 over 2 raised to 4. And 2 raised to 4 is 1 over 16. 1 over 16 in decimal point is equal to 0.063. Next, y is equal to 2 raised to negative 1 minus 2. 2 raised to negative 1 is equal to 2 raised to negative 3. And 2 raised to negative 3 is 2 equal to 1 over 2 raised to 3. 2 raised to 3 is 1 over 8. So, 1 over 8 in decimal is equal to 0.125. Next, we have y is equal to 2 raised to 0 minus 2. And 2 raised to 0 minus 2 is equal to 2 raised to negative 2. Get the reciprocal, you will have 1 over 4. 1 over 4 in decimal is 0.25. Next, y is equal to 2 raised to 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. So, 2 raised to negative 1 is equal to 1 half, which is, in decimal, is equal to 0.5. Next, y is equal to 2 raised to 2 minus 2. And 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. So, 2 raised to 0 is, by property, equal to 1. Last, we have y is equal to 2 raised to 3 minus 2. And 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So, 2 raised to 1 is equal to 2. So, let's continue. How about naman po if we have y is equal to 2 raised to x plus 4? Let's have y is equal to 2 raised to negative 3 plus 4. And 2 raised to negative 3 plus 4 is equal to 2 raised to 1. So, 2 raised to 1 is equal to 2. Next, y is equal to 2 raised to negative 2 plus 4. Negative 2 plus 4 is equal to positive 2, and 2 raised to 2 is equal to 4. Next, y is equal to 2 raised to negative 1 plus 4. Negative 1 plus 4 is equal to 3. So, 2 raised to 3 is equal to 8. Next, y is equal to 2 raised to 0 plus 4. 2 raised to 0 plus 4 is equal to 2 raised to 4. And 2 raised to 4 is equal to 16. Next, we have 2 raised to 1 plus 4. 1 plus 4 is 5. So, 2 raised to 5 is equal to 32. Next, we have y is equal to 2 raised to 2 plus 4, which is equal to 2 raised to 6. And 2 raised to 6 is equal to 64. Lastly, we have y is equal to 2 raised to 3 plus 4. And 2 raised to 3 plus 4 is equal to 2 raised to 7. 2 raised to 7 is equal to 128. So, ayan po, nakumpleto na natin yung ating y coordinates for each function. Now, let's see anong itsura niya when we plot the points and connect them. So, what will be the transformation in the graph of our functions? So, now here is the graph of the following functions. So, we have the graph of y is equal to 2 raised to x plus 4. And the red one is the graph of y is equal to 2 raised to x. Next, ito naman po yung graph ng ating y is equal to 2 raised to x minus 3. So, upon looking at our graph, mapapansin mo na nagkaroon tayo ng shift to the right and to the left. So, ano kaya ang naging reason? So, later malalaman natin kung paano or anong tawag dito sa shift or transformation ng ating graph. But before that, let's first answer the following questions. So, what are the y-intercept of all the three graphs and what are the asymptote of all the three graphs? So, again, let's identify first yung ating mga x-intercept given that we have y is equal to 2 raised to x and we have y is equal to 2 raised to x minus 2 and y is equal to 2 raised to x plus 4. So, y-intercepts natin for each graph. Obviously, mas madali siyang ma-identify dahil we have our table of values. So, for y-intercept, meron tayong first one, for y is equal to 2 raised to x, meron tayong 1 which is, in terms of points, that is 0, 1. For y is equal to 2 raised to x minus 2 naman, so that is 0, 0.25. Next, for the graph y is equal to 2 raised to x plus 4, we have 16. So that is 0, 16. Next, for our asymptote. So obviously, in our graph, again, wala po tayong vertical asymptote. But we have our horizontal asymptote. So, ayan no, mapapansin mo na yung ating tatlong graph, as they decreases, the values of their y also decreases. However, mapapansin mo na they are just approaching a particular line which is yung x-axis natin. Or particularly, this is line y is equal to 0. Next, let's have the domain and range of all three graphs. So again, obviously, from our graph, the graph or the domain of the following graphs is the set of real numbers. So we have negative infinity, comma, positive infinity. For the range naman, so base dun sa ating kaninang horizontal or vertical asymptote, our vertical asymptote is y is equal to 0. So obviously rin naman sa behavior ng ating graph, your graph approaches y is equal to 0. So our range is from 0, positive infinity. So this is applicable to all of our graphs. So, ano po bang tawag natin dito sa nangyaring shifting or pagbabago or transformation ng ating graph? So, this is what we call the horizontal shift. So, obviously, ang graph natin with respect to the graph y is equal to 2 raised to x, meron tayong shift to the right and shift to the left. So, kailan daw po nangyayari ito? So, horizontal shifts, let C be a real number. The graph of y is equal to f of x minus c is horizontal shift of c units to the right if c is greater than 0. So, for this example, yung graph daw pong ito is yung y is equal to 2 raised to x minus 2. So, obviously, for this example, our c is 2 and 2 is greater than 0. So, therefore, our graph from y is equal to 2 raised to x, shift 2 units to the right. Next, meron din tayong tinatawag na horizontal shift of c units to the left naman if our c is less than 0 of the graph of y is equal to f of x. So for this example, that is the graph of y is equal to 2 raised to x plus 4. So you might be mistaken that your C here is 4. So, akalain nyo siguro na shift siya to the left. Remember that the form is y is equal to b raised to x minus c. So, for this one, para maging plus yung operation dito, ibig sabihin, ang c natin is negative 4. So, that is, pag in-expand natin, this is y is equal to 2 raised to x minus negative 4. So, parehas pa rin naman po siya ng value. So, negative 4 is obviously less than 0. So, our horizontal shift will be negative 4 or 4 units to the left. Now, to sum it all from our previous videos, the graph of f of x is equal to a times b raised to x minus c plus d. So here are the following summaries or conclusions that we can conclude. So first is that the value of b, where b is greater than 1 or b is greater than 0 but less than 1, determines whether the graph is increasing or decreasing. And the values of a, absolute A, determines the stretching or shrinking of the graph. Further, if A is negative, there is a reflection of the graph about the x-axis. Then, the vertical shift is d units up if d is greater than 0 and d units down if d is less than 0. And lastly, the horizontal shift of c units to the right if c is greater than 0 and c units to the left if c is less than 0. So that concludes our discussions regarding graph transformation of exponential function.